I totally forgot about this thing that I bought. I wanted it to match today's bullet journal setup and I just left it in my fridge. But yeah, we have this little cake too. Wow, this is so good. Hello friends, welcome to another bullet journal setup video. We are doing May bullet journal setup and yeah, it's really crazy that it's already May. However, we are first importing our stickers and you can follow these steps if you have the Wonder Box. If you're using some other stickers, this can also be helpful because most of the digital stickers have the GoodNotes file included. So you can just import the GoodNotes file like I did here and you're all set to start your setup. And if you're an Android user, you can just drag and drop your stickers into your journal. This is what I will be using for today's setup. First thing is this desk setup file that I will be using for my journaling page. And here are some desk setups where you can just easily customize the look of your desk. This is my creativity space and I can make any kind of spread inside of this. Then we have the sticker book and I created it to be cottagecore inspired aesthetics. And yeah, I've been pretty much dreaming about the little cottage in nature for as long as I can remember. But the last month, especially while creating these stickers, it was really intense. And I was so happy that I was able to, transfer those dreams into these stickers and really create something that is beyond my imagination and something that others can experience too. Again, I'm using this journal Soft Echoes to set up my month. This is my main journal for 2024, but I also use other journals for my book tracking or health tracking or one line a day. I have different kind of journals, but this is my main one for planning and sometimes for different kinds of journaling. I'm making the cover page here and I wanted to do this blank background illustrations on the left and then do the full illustration on the right. I'm also adding the little papers on the left and these are just quick quotes about cottage life. One of my favorite things are these blurred flowers that you can add in the corner of your page and it gives such an amazing effect and it looks really realistic, so I almost use it on all of my spreads now. And I'm also adding the little calendar, copying it from my Soft Echo sticker book and then adding into this designated square, stretching it a bit and making it look perfectly aligned. I also want to save all the colors that I need for this setup. So I'm just using the eyedropper tool in GoodNotes and just making all the custom colors that I have on the illustrations or some stickers. This is my color palette for this bullet journal setup. I like to do this for each of my setups and it's really easy to do it in GoodNotes now. This way everything looks very put together and especially when I do my monthly page, I like to use the highlighters like this. And then when I write inside of my journal, I also love all the colors to match and my writing to match the stickers. I also want to add a couple of more elements so that my first page, my cover page, really represents the theme of the month, and add all the elements that are like the main symbols for the theme. So I like to make it like this so that all the main elements are visible. I'm also adding this mushroom lamp, and I arrange it in a way where only the light is visible, so it transmits this light, and then I'm adding the shadow on top of everything. We're going into the monthly page now, and I'm adding the page from the blank journal with this craft paper, and I'm going to put the illustrations on top of it. I think this looks really good because on the right side these pink circles are visible, where on the left side the pink circles are not visible, so it's a really nice contrast with these two pages. I'm adding the stickers for the days, and I usually like to write everything myself, but these stickers are very similar to the cursive text that I add to my monthlies and my setups. Sometimes I love to do more of the resizing of the stickers than actually writing, even though the most meditative thing for me is writing on the iPad, and it is something that led me to iPad actually. It was digital drawing, but also writing and doing my journaling, and it is actually something that made the iPad my ultimate device and the device that I use for everything now. I like to add the stickers on the sides of the page for the monthly spread. I usually just add the illustration on the journal and then add as much elements as I can fit in. And this time I just added the flowers, the blurred flowers, and some cute things that I imagine having in my cottage as decoration. I would love to know if this is how you imagine your cottage too, because I would love to know if there are some essential elements that I missed. Let me know in the comments what else would you include. This weekly design especially inspires me, and it is also something that could look good on the craft paper. I was thinking if I should add 7 days or 6, but the thing is, this particular illustration and this weekly template design is really hard to fit 7 days, so we've got 6 days, and then the last one can be divided in 2. And for my weekly, I added the goals on the last one, and somehow for the beginning of May it was really fitting, so I really like how the weekly turned out. I'm adding the same cursive text and the days, and also these little dots for my goals, decorating it a bit on the sides, adding all of those cottage elements. Just for this one I decided to add more papers, and I added the little quote and other types of paper that are also with the illustrations from the weekly and other templates. And then I also added this bike. I don't know why I haven't added the bike in the previous spreads, because it can easily be my favorite element. I think that the bikes turned out really nice. It's just amazing that we can have a bike inside of the journal. I think it's really interesting to think about that. At the end, I'm finishing it up with a shadow, and this is the simple weekly. It's really easy to make and it looks really nice. To finish my setup, I decided to do a little journaling page in the desk setup templates, and I wanted to really just be creative with it and add whatever I like from the elements. I added this little journal, stretched it, because I think this way it can fit more of my writing, and then also the notepad. I was thinking that I could do an illustration and put it on top of this notepad when I do my journaling session. One interesting thing to do is to add the flowers on one side, and then on the other side add the same flowers but the blurred version of the flower, and this way it really creates a nice effect. It looks like you put these flowers all over your desk and these ones are near to your camera lens, so I think it's a really nice idea. This spread was a really nice relaxing end for the bullet journal setup, because I was just intuitively adding the elements, not thinking about it too much, and it really relaxed me. And I hope that it actually relaxes you too, and that this video is helpful, that you could find something new in this setup, or some new idea or a new tip. But most importantly, I really hope that this video gave you the space to create your relaxing time of the day, the time where you slow down and relax and just really be present in the moment, aware of everything around you. Thank you so much for being here, friend, and see you so soon. Bye!